This is just something that was on my heart this morning. It's just extremely random, and I haven't been live in here in a while. So I figured I would talk to y'all about it. Carson very well may wake up during this. He's been napping and he's been asleep. Well, he hadn't even been asleep for an hour yet, so maybe not. All right, so I'm just gonna start talking. No idea what's gonna come out. This is just on my heart this morning about freedom. Like, I was in the shower, and I think a lot when I'm in the shower. Early morning, my daughter's up at 6:30. Ooh, that sounds fun. Crystal, hopefully y'all get stationed somewhere warmer next, because that would be nice. Total opposite of Alaska, that's for sure. Okay, so anyway, I'm gonna just talk. Like I said, I have no idea what's gonna come out. I don't like this light shining on my head. It's driving me crazy. Let me see if that may be a little better. Ugh. I don't know, maybe that'll be okay. So anyway, I was in the shower, and I do really good thinking when I'm in the shower, and reflecting and just thinking about any and everything, because that's just like, I don't know, does anybody else do really good thinking in the shower? Like, me and my husband are both that way. We'll take a shower, and then we'll get out and like have so many things to talk about because we did so much thinking. But so anyway, I was just thinking in the shower about freedom. Like, what kind of freedom my business has brought me, and what kind of freedom it can bring all of you. Right now, I am at a really good place financially in my business, and I'm at a stable place, a consistent place where my paychecks are consistent enough to where we're free financially. Like, we have freedom, not only financially, but in so many other aspects. And my husband is the same. We have been through a lot of struggles, financial struggles. If y'all don't know, when he got out of the Army back in 2015, was it 2015? Yeah. When we moved back home to Alabama, I obviously lost my job as a dental hygienist, and I just decided to not go back to work because I had Scentsy. I had been a Scentsy consultant for 8 months, and I was like, you know, I wasn't in the financial position with my business to work it full time. Not with the amount of bills we had and the situation we were in, but I decided that I was just going to work my butt off because I believed that I could do it. I believed that my business could provide us with the financial freedom that we needed at the time. We ended up filing bankruptcy because my husband, his trucking company that he started when he got out of the Army, just did nothing but take all of our money. He didn't have a new truck, he didn't have new equipment, so everything was always breaking down. He was making really good money, but all of it was going back into his business, and we got so behind on our bills that we just could not keep up. So we just filed bankruptcy, and we said, we're going to start fresh, we're going to start over. Since then, a lot has happened. He has had a lot of job changes because he could not find what would make him happy, and he kept going back to the trucking company. Yes, it failed the first time. It was not a good thing for us the first time. But he decided that he was going to go for it again. And we didn't think that we would be back in that position to do that for a while, but now that everything is over, our finances are a lot better now, and we were able to get his business started back up, and it's doing amazing now. He got new equipment, he got a new truck, everything, so things are going really well. But that has nothing to do with what I'm talking about really, but I mean, I guess it kind of does. I just wanted to help y'all realize that just because you fail the first time does not mean you need to give up. You need to go after your dreams. And that's what my husband has done, and I'm so proud of him. I wish that he could talk to y'all about this, but he's on the road right now, which he's having to do temporarily. But we're making some sacrifices right now, and he is on the road. The thing is, he has freedom though. He's working for himself. We're both entrepreneurs, and so we both have freedom of time. If he wants to take off, he can take off because he's working for himself. He's making enough money to where he has the freedom to take off if he wants to. And I'm the same way. I'm making enough money to where I can take off a day if I want to. If there's a day that I want to just spend the whole day with my husband and my son, I can do that because we have that freedom, because we have went after our dreams, we have hustled, we have worked, we're still working extremely hard. We will always work extremely hard. That's just how we are. We both have a passion inside of us, and we both have a drive to succeed. We know that we're in control of that, and we don't give up. If we fail, that just makes us push harder. And that's what he has done. I have been through hard times in my business financially. Like, things have happened that were roadblocks that I just figured out a way to get through. There's a lot of times that I have wanted to give up, honestly. Well, I wouldn't say a lot of times, but there have been a few times that I have wanted to give up, but I didn't because of you guys. You guys are what keeps me going. Like, y'all are why I do what I do. Watching all of your lives change and being able to bless lives with this opportunity, that's why I do what I do. My why was not that when I joined. I didn't want to recruit. I didn't want to do anything because I didn't understand the importance of it and how many lives I could change. But my why soon became more about other people, and that's, I'm just very passionate about it. But anyway, freedom. How many of you want freedom in your life? Whether it's financial freedom, freedom to be at home with your babies, freedom to choose what you want to do in life. Like, maybe you want to start up a different business. Like, maybe you want to, like me and my husband, for example, we would love to have a house flipping business. So right now he has a trucking company, I have my business, but our businesses now could be the road to lead us to another business also, to add on to what we're doing now down the road. If it weren't for our businesses now, and we were just working a normal job with a set salary and just going to work every day and coming home and living paycheck to paycheck, we would not be able to do that. And that's a big dream of ours, is to be able to flip houses. So this can be the avenue to that. So how many of you want to have freedom in your life? Comment below and tell me what kind of freedom you want. Like, do you want financial freedom to where you can just take your babies to do fun things and not have to worry about what's in your bank account? Do you want to have the freedom to go buy groceries and not have to add up every single thing as you put it in your cart? We used to have to do that, and I do not miss those days. We had a strict budget on what we could spend on groceries. Every single thing I put in the cart, I added it up on my calculator in my phone. If I went over, I had to take something out. It was that crazy. That was when I was working as a hygienist and he was in the Army. But if you do not have a big, huge dream and a purpose for why you're doing what you're doing, and you come to a point where you have a failure or you have a roadblock, you're going to give up. It's just gonna happen, most likely. But if you have a big purpose and a dream that just gives you butterflies, and when you think about it, it makes you so happy that you could cry, That is what you need to keep going in your business when things happen. Ashlyn says, there have been a few times I've wanted to give up of when I'm doing a party, my kids interrupt me often, and then it just gets hectic, and then I think, no, I like the extra cash, it's a stress reliever for me, and I also think I can't let Morgan down. I know it's a lame thought to something like that, extra cash. So Ashlyn says she wants extra cash for more family vacations. So see, that's a huge thing. She wants to be able to take her family on more vacations. And so I'm sure she has a dollar amount in mind each month that she wants to make. And that's another thing, you have to be specific about your goals. If you just say, I want to make extra money to do this or that, it's not a motivator like it would be if you were saying, I need to make $600 a month to pay my mortgage. If anybody's mortgage is $600 a month, I'm jealous. I'm just saying. But I just threw out a random number. So it needs to be specific, and it needs to be something that gives you butterflies and just makes you so happy you could cry. Margot, I want to be able to stay home with my son and have a second baby, have a big enough house to foster children in the country, a couple chickens, goats, and a cow. I love that dream. Oh my gosh, I love that so much. That's awesome. It's very specific. It's a long-term goal, but then you've got short-term goals that you can work toward to build up to that. Oh my gosh, I love that. Leah, what are your dreams? Heather, what are your dreams? Tara, who else is on here? Shay, Amber, Crystal, Sierra, if y'all are still on here, Sapphire, what are your dreams? What kind of freedom do you want in your life? Do you want freedom of time? Do you want freedom of money? Do you want freedom of, what do you want? Okay, so the thing is, money is not everything, obviously. But money is the way to freedom of all aspects, like in all aspects of your life. If he was still in the Army, and I was still working as a hygienist, we would be making like a fourth of what we're making now. Yeah, something like that. Anyway, so if that was the case, we wouldn't have the freedom to buy the car we want, to drive what we want, to have the house we want, to buy the best diapers and wipes and formula for our son. We would have to settle for something else. We would not have the freedom to go out and buy clothes that we need just because we need them or want them. We wouldn't have the freedom to give to others. The freedom to leave a big tip for a waitress if we want to. The freedom to send you a gift if I want to send you a gift. We wouldn't have the freedom to take off work when we want to. We wouldn't have the freedom of the choice to plan out our future to how we want it to look. Like, we wouldn't be able to say, I want to be at home with my son. I want to be at every single field trip, every single event, every single game, every practice. We wouldn't have that choice. We wouldn't have the freedom to go on these vacations that we go on, these Scentsy trips that we go on. We wouldn't have any of that. All of that boils down to money, honestly. Like, money is going to provide you with all kinds of freedom in your life. And if you're not growing a team and you're not working your business and doing income producing activities, you won't get to a place where you can make enough money to have the freedom to make these choices, if this makes sense. Does this even make sense? I hope it does. Give me some hearts if it does. If you're a hobbyist, that's completely fine if that's what you want. But if you want to dream bigger and you want, say you're making $100 a month right now, and that's providing you with being able to pay your power bill or your cell phone bill. I wish our cell phone bill was $100. But if you're satisfied with that, that's completely fine. All of us are in this for a different reason. But I just want to encourage you to dream bigger. Like, if you are at a place in your life where you are not completely 100% happy with your life, I want you to realize that this business, you have this business, it's a blessing. And it's going to provide you, and it can provide you with anything that you want it to provide you with. Literally anything. Let me read this. Amber. I love that you are sharing your dreams with me. Amber's dream is to continue to be a stay-at-home mom, to have extra cash for family vacations, to be able to give our girls a better future. See, that's the kind of purpose you need to have, because when you hit a roadblock and when things are not going good for you one month, or you can't book parties, or you can't get a recruit, or your sales aren't where you want them to be, that's the kind of purpose you need to motivate you to keep working harder and to change whatever you're doing that's not working. You're in control of that, and you can do it. Crystal, I want to build a team. My goal from the beginning has been just having a consistent paycheck, and now that I have that, paying off credit cards is the next goal. That is exciting. Pay off those credit cards, girl. Leah, I would love to bless lives and my family's lives, have a successful business, have extra income if something crazy ended up happening and we were laid off work. There you go. So, hey Amber, share your dreams with us. We're dreaming big. What kind of freedom do you want in your life? You want financial freedom. You want the freedom to be able to do what you want when you want. You want the freedom to be able to do the job that you want to do. Do you want the freedom to take off and go to the beach when you want to? The point of this was just to make y'all realize that you can have freedom in all aspects of your life because of this business, but it's up to you to make it happen. You have to have a big dream, a big long-term goal, and then set small goals along the way to reach that, so that because if you just have this big long-term goal, like I want to retire my husband, or I want to have a 5-bedroom house with a farm with a person to clean it for me and a Range Rover. Like, if you have these huge dreams, yes, we're high maintenance, I'll admit it, but if you have these huge dreams and nothing to reach for along the way, you're going to get discouraged and you're going to feel like, oh my gosh, I'm never going to get to this goal. But if you have that big dream and then you have smaller goals set in place and a plan to reach each one of those goals, you are going to be able to celebrate your small accomplishments as you go, and you're not going to get discouraged. So if you have those big dreams, you've got to break it down into smaller goals. Say you're a lead consultant. Well, you need to figure out how you're going to get to star. Then you're going to figure out how you're going to get to superstar consultant. And then you're going to figure out how you're going to get to director. Then you're going to figure out how you're going to maintain your director title. Then you're going to figure out how to build leaders to get to star director. Then you're going to figure out how to build more leaders to get to superstar director. And you've got to figure out your income along the way. Say you want to make $10,000 a month. Well, that can't be your only goal. You've got to have a goal of $1,000 a month, and then $2,000, then $3,000, $4,000, $5,000. You've got to build to that. You got to build to that income. Ashlyn, more specific, and you got to realize too that this is not going to happen overnight. This is a journey, not a sprint. You've got to enjoy the journey along the way, and you've got to realize that it's going to happen. It's going to happen in time. It takes time to build a business like this, and it is so worth it. I can promise you that. So Ashlyn said, more specific is I would love to make at least $400 a month for vacations like Disneyland and big camping trips, go to Hawaii again because we love to visit there. In the meantime, I love taking what I make and putting into savings. If we had debt, it would go to that, but we don't have any at the moment. If I'm honest, I'm a hobbyist. Yeah, and that's completely fine. Like, $400 a month is awesome. I mean, if that provides you and your family with exactly what you want to be happy, then that's what you need to be doing, and that's great. I love that. Like, you don't have to want to make $10,000 a month like me. Like, that's what I want. I want that to be my minimum paycheck, my minimum consistent paycheck. We just love to have the freedom to do things, and money provides us with that. The freedom to do things, the freedom to take off work, the freedom to do what we want when we want, work when we want, the freedom to go buy something that our kid needs and not have to worry about it, the freedom to do any and everything we want to do, and the freedom to give to others. And that's a huge thing. We have big hearts. We give to others every chance we get, and we just want to bless lives. That's a huge goal of ours. Joanna. Hey, Joanna, I didn't know you were on here. I would love to get out of credit card debt. Once that is done, I'd love to use the money to travel more. I also want to move out of Illinois, so having income consistently would be amazing. Yes, ma'am. That's awesome. And those of you who like to travel, earn these incentive trips, y'all. They are life-changing, and they're free. Like, you go on these trips and you don't pay a dime. It's crazy. And Scentsy makes them so special. They go out of their way to make every little detail special for us. Like, like, I can't even explain how awesome these trips are. And if you're a new consultant, it's easier for you to earn these trips than it is for people that are seasoned. People that are like me, like, for example, I can't ever promote again because I'm at the top of the compensation plan, so I can never get promotion points again. So those of you that are newer, you have so many opportunities to promote and get points. And if you're brand new, you can earn points by earning Sensational Start and all these things. So if you don't have a plan for the incentive trip and you want to earn it, do that. Let me know if you need help with it, because you need a specific plan. Go to your incentives tab in your workstation, check everything out, and if you need help with a plan, let me know. Leah, I feel like I need an office and storage. Yeah, that helps tremendously if you have an office space and storage space. It definitely helps. That is really awesome, Ashlyn. Combat specialist, that's great that he's doing that. So yeah, I'm always available for coaching calls. For those of you who want to do big things with your business, I'm always here for coaching calls. And I love doing them. I love working with y'all to help you make your dreams come true. So anyway, I want to challenge you guys to dream big. Take these dreams that you told me, make them as specific as possible. Come up with a specific plan, a number, a amount of money you want to make every month, and then figure out what you need to do from there. How many parties you need to be having, how many new recruits you need to be having, how many sponsoring conversations to get that many recruits, how many booking conversations to get those parties, an exact amount of PRV that you need to make to sell each month, and make those goals very specific. And post them in the comments of this. I would love to see them. I want to cheer you on. If you need help, like I said, let me know. Thank y'all for listening to me ramble this morning. I just had this on my heart and felt like I needed to share it with y'all. Hopefully it made an impact on somebody. So I'm about to, as long as Carson stays asleep, I'm about to post some Wahoo Wednesday recognition. Today is Wednesday, right? Yeah. I'm about to post some Wahoo Wednesday recognition for April. Already got some rock stars this month. Y'all are doing awesome. And I will talk to y'all later. I hope y'all have a great day. Bye, guys.